That's good enough.
What do you have? You have Geek.
Geek Crate. Geek Crate and Nerd Box.
Yeah, so there already is a nerd. So how about a Spaz Sack?
People in the comments, people were coming up with a bunch. Some of them were good. I don't remember what any. I should have wrote them down or copied and pasted them.
Yes. Loot Dorks. Who do you main in Overwatch? I have the most hours in Zarya. Oh,
What? Yeah, it should be.
I like playing as her the best. I love her whole thing. You put up these shields, and then as you take damage with the shields, your weapon becomes more powerful, and she can turn into an absolute unstoppable death machine, and I love her. I'm trying to play more. I'm trying to play more Zenyatta. I think there's a lot of good in him, and I also really like Symmetra. She got a couple updates that make her a good powerhouse. But I'm trying to play more Zenyatta, and I'm trying to play more. Oh my god, I forget names. I'm no good with names. You know. What's his name? The guy with the big hammer. I'm terrible at names. Someone in the chat's going to tell me.
Is it Thor?
It's not Thor. It's Reinhardt. I said it before the chat said it. I remembered. Reinhardt. It's Reinhardt. Reinhardt is your main tank. He has a shield. He has a big hammer. He's really important.
Ooh, that hurts.
What?
Still don't have armor.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm trying to play more Reinhardt just because I've seen amazing Reinhardt players, and I know that he's really important to team composition. It's also I think it's really fun to play as Diva, and every once in a while I'll try Anna, but I'm no good at snipers. And I'm no good at Tracer. I don't understand how people can be good at Tracer. She's just too fast for my brain. My brain can't keep up with her. Symmetra's beam is a little too sticky at longer range now. Feels too strong. Possibly. But, she can't... If she overreaches, she's dead. Symmetra needs to play it super safe. What? What'd you do?
Wait.
What'd you do, Rich? I see Moki.
I know. I think Moki got resurrected due to the Steam cloud.
Oh, did you download the save before your last mission?
Apparently that's what happened.
Well, the save would be on this computer, so it shouldn't be on the cloud.
It would have overwritten it.
Oh, you weren't supposed to download from the Steam
Well, that
cloud.
means we got to redo a number of missions too. That's kind of terrible.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Moki went back in time, created Flashpoint, and now everything's going to be terrible. Way to go, Moki.
I did save. Iron Man saves just about every damn turn.
Right.
The problem was that never got uploaded to the cloud.
So then when you downloaded...
when I turned on XCOM right now, it gave me a little prompt do you want to download from the cloud? I guess I do.
Yep. You usually do, right.
For whatever reason, it never got uploaded to the cloud, so the cloud overwrote my proper save.
Overwrote? I'd say overwrote.
Which is why I usually don't use the fucking cloud. This time I did.
Oh.
And
I'm sorry, Rich.
Now Moki is alive, but we've got to redo 4 or 5 missions, which sucks.
That does suck. But gives you a chance to do some things better. Gives you a chance, Rich. Gives you a chance.
Is Moki here right now?
I don't know if
Moki's going to be delighted.
Well, yeah, Moki will be excited.
How did that happen?
I have no idea. Overwritten? Overwritten.
Overwrote.
Maybe over. I like overwrote, but I think it also could be overwritten. Overwritten did? Who knows? You know what? Who cares?
Oh well.
Moki, they're saying Moki is here. Moki is here.
You're live, Moki. It's a fucking miracle. It's a miracle.
Flashpoint has happened. This is great. Okay, let's see here. Kamaxian says, hello, guys. Rich, Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger? That is an honest-to-goodness tough call.
For pure action movies, Schwarzenegger. But with Stallone, you get your Rockies.
Oh, I fucking love Rocky. All Rocky. I love every single goddamn Rocky movie.
I would understand it if you wanted to give it to Stallone just for the, if that's your tipping point, the Rocky movies.
Every single Rocky movie's great.
If you're gonna isolate, you're kind of like running around with gun-style action movies. What do you get with Schwarzenegger? You get
Commando versus Cobra, right?
Well, Predator.
Oh yeah.
Terminator 2.
Yeah. Oh, of course. No. Pure
Running Man.
Pure gun action. I mean, you get Conan, man.
Conan.
He's fucking Conan.
I know.
He's also just a super awesome dude, Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger should be everyone's idol.
No.
What?
Idol? No.
He's an awesome dude. He's an awesome dude that does awesome things and is really great. He's a really great guy. He's a really good businessman. He gives back to the community. He hangs out. He's
all right.
I think he cheated on his wife, so that's not too awesome. But, I think other than that, he's a pretty awesome dude. But, but Demolition Man. But Kindergarten Cop, motherfucker. True Lies. Oh, and you know what? I'm opting out of this one. I love both of them so much, I don't want to choose. That's what I'm going to say.
It's a weird thing to choose. One is definitely better than the other. I'm going to say overall Arnold Schwarzenegger. More of my favorite movies.
Oh, I can't make this call. That's too close to home.
Terminator 1, Total Recall. Total fucking I love Total Recall.
Total Recall's pretty good. Rambo First Blood, all the Rocky movies, Over the Top, which is an amazing... Don't look at me like that. Stop or my mom will shoot.
You damn well know Rocky 4 is a goddamn self-parody.
It is, but I think it was purposefully done.
Rocky 5 is awful.
Yeah.
So you have Rocky 1, maybe 2.
Every Rocky movie is perfect for very different reasons. And then you have Rocky Balboa, him coming back. Then you have fucking Creed, him coming back again.
Chad is coming back with Demolition Man.
Yeah!
The most underrated science fiction movie of all time. The premise of that movie is fantastic.
Demolition Man?
Fantastic.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
A society that has babied itself to the point where it can't handle a crisis, a legitimate crisis.
Right? It's great. And it's great.
This overly sanitized, politically correct world, and they can't handle just one gangster.
Just one criminal yeah. It's beautiful. Over the Top is amazing for very different reasons. But yeah, of course, like Judge Dredd, Cobra.
If you haven't watched it, Demolition Man is fucking fantastic.
Demolition Man is beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's Stallone has got a lot, man. Stallone has got a lot. I'm not going to choose because I love them both. Also, Jack, did you enjoy playing Capture the Flag Overwatch? Oh, yeah, I just talked about that. Oh, Kamaxian, great. Yeah, thank you for playing with me. I won't be able to, like I said, I won't be able to group up with people all the time, but I really do appreciate it because it's fun to play with other people. And it was just good to get, I finally got to play Capture the Flag, which is a great Overwatch. Demolition Man review, 100% happening. I have no control over what happens in review, by the way. That you need to know that.
Yeah.
I can't make a review happen, but I'm telling you it's 100% going to happen.
Which one? The
Demolition Man.
Well, what would you want to do? Demolition Man or
No, you and I need to do What About Bob?
I know Demolition Man's probably better for review.
You know what? We do both. How about that?
Sure.
We can film them back to back.
I'm fine with that.
Boom. Also, we have no control over what we do in review. But I will tell Jay that we have good ideas.
It sucks that I lost 4 missions. It's great for Moki.
Moki is the only one to come out ahead.
Saved by the cloud.
Do I like Lucio as a hero? He's interesting. Lucio is a very interesting hero. Overwatch.
Oh.
You know, because it's a team game, right? And Lucio has an ability just to heal people around him. Like, he doesn't need to specifically target anyone. He can just roll around and heal people in his general area, which makes him incredibly valuable. And, you know, he's good. I think it's more fun to play as Mercy as far as a healer is concerned, because then you can either, you know, spot heal someone or give someone a damage boost, and that's how I prefer to play healer. I think Lucio is more effective, but less fun for me personally to play. You do get those wonderful moments. His gun has an alt fire that just pushes people back. Mm-hmm. And so you have certain maps that have drop-offs. And if you catch people in the right area, you can just push people right off the map. And there is no better feeling in Overwatch than just pushing someone down a pit. So for me, I like Mercy better as a support, but Lucio, I think, is the better choice, if that makes any sense. I also don't understand his frog costume thing, but I guess that's fine.
Review on Life Force. I remember that being good. I'm nowhere near well-versed in that. Well-versed enough in that movie to do a review. I've seen it like once or twice when I was much younger.
Jay and I actually saw that when I went to B-Fest with them. They played Life Force at like 2 in the morning at B-Fest. It was the exact right time. That is a fucked up movie. Life Force.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Science fiction movie, a vampire movie, and a zombie movie.
With Patrick Stewart.
That's the only thing I remember about Life Force is the second time I saw it was after TNG was a thing. And I was like, oh my God, that's Patrick Stewart.
Right? Anonymous says, do some Binding of Isaac. Today's daily challenge was a lot of fun. Maybe. We'll see how much we get out of XCOM. And we'll see how late we want to go tonight. Maybe. Hug Tant says, thanks for so many years of entertainment. Keep it up. Greetings from Sweden and Sugpa min kortempin, which I assume is Swedish for LOL. Fuck my cock. Sanegek. Wow.
I love that that's still a thing, by the way.
LOL fuck my cock?
LOL fuck my cock, yeah.
It's great.
It never died.
It's great. I love it. That and now the new This Is Just Like Helldivers. Those are some of my favorites.
I'm kind of fond of It's Just Like Helldivers,
you know
too.
What? It just gives me a little giggle, and I appreciate that. Senegak says, wow, we are almost here with the sweet game championship game today. Just so a big question that on everyone's mind is what Jack and Rich think the team that long bombs away.
Who will win? I know nothing about football. I know the Patriots are in the Super Bowl all the damn time, so I'll give the edge to them. It's
the Patriots versus the Falcons. I know nothing about football. You know what? If you're going to go for the Patriots, I'll vote for the Falcons. Just because if the Patriots won all the time, you give it to someone else, for God's sakes. Come on, man. The Blue Blaze says, mentioning Conan reminded me. Are you going to play Conan Exiles, the hit new Conan game with floppy dong physics?
We'd talked about it.
Don't worry, it's not banned on Twitch, at least not yet.
I think too many... the joke, everyone knows the joke, and we would just be doing the joke.
Right. It's still in early access, and I believe that Conan Exiles has shot themselves in the foot with their dong physics.
You think they shot themselves in their foot, huh?
Here's what happened. Last week, everybody is talking about Conan Exiles. The Conan massively multiplayer game, and everyone can be naked, and haha, isn't this funny, right?
Right.
Everybody's talking about it, but it's still in early access. When the game is released, no one is going to care.
Well, they're making the money now, so what do they care?
I think they're losing out on a potential audience. Everyone's talking about the early access now. When eventually it becomes time for full release, just no one's going to care.
Thin Men will be the death of us all. Thin Men.
Ah, Thin Men. So yeah, we did talk about it, but everyone's doing it already. So we decided to play Panty Party instead. Because Rich and I make smart business decisions.
That is a fair comment.
Why the fuck is Conan a craft and survival game in the first place? Because that's the mechanic.
I don't know.
That's the mechanic.
You just want a brawler where you get to play as Conan.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Yep. I don't know if you can get refunds on early access games.
Don't take fucking chances with them, man. There you go. Got one more. Where is he? Is he up top? Oh, is that bastard up on top?
Speaking of underwear, do you guys have any thoughts on the Captain Underpants movie?
Who?
Captain Underpants is a beloved...
Beloved, you say?
A beloved book series, an early reader book series.
Oh, wait, this sounds vaguely familiar.
I can tell you this. Dave Pilkey is the author of the Captain Underpants books, and he's great. Obviously I have kids, and my 8-year-old started reading those Captain Underpants books, and he has a series of other books too, and we've read them all. We love them. They're hilarious. They're full of really crass humor, like a lot. I mean, it's about a superhero who wears underpants. And so it's, that's it. All he has is a pair of underpants on. And so like a lot of potty humor, a lot of really crass jokes. I love them. I love them. So I'm looking forward to the movie. But, I could see someone like an adult without kids not care. Oh,
shit. All right, we're good.
Wait, I thought you missed.
I had rapid fire as an ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 15 aim to take 2 shots. Mathematically, it's almost always worth it.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't feel like it's always worth it. Like, you give it up a 79% chance for 64, 264s? I don't know. Mathematically, it works out to be better to do the 2.
Okay, great. Yeah, Dave Pilkey is the name of the and he has a series of, he has a book like about a little kid with a robot. He has like Dave and Harold are the kids in the Captain Underpants books, and then they have their own series of books like that are crudely drawn comics that are hilarious. Hilarious, good stuff. Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. Who's got lightning reflexes? Who you got lightning reflexes? Oh, you got a stunner too.
you can watch them play video games in the Shovel Knight. Yes, my kids, you can watch them play video games in the Shovel Knight review. You can also watch them. You can also watch Rich Evans tell them jokes in telling kids jokes thing.
Are people still shocked you have kids?
I think so. I think people are still shocked. I'm an adult and I have children. Some adults have children.
Weep for them.
They're fine. They're fine.
Yes!
Ooh,
That's within stunning range, Jack.
that's great.
I might have already stunned a muton. Muton, whatever.
I like muton because then it's like a mutant.
Yeah, but I can't pronounce things, and I always end up saying muton like a cow.
I like it.
Did I already get one of these guys? Doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt to have two.
Bongo Doug says, just got back to the stream. Panty Party gets good later on, apparently. Yeah, Panty Party turns into a sci-fi turn-based strategy game.
Did we not play past the tutorial?
No, he's talking about this. XCOM.
Oh!
Like he just got back, and that's the joke.
Oh, okay. I thought it was we didn't play it enough joke. It was just about to get good.
Ah, okay. Rewind Shock. Oh, thank you, Rewind Shock. I appreciate that. I was really happy with this latest episode of Prereq, the Abstract Motron episode.
It's a good episode.
I think it turned out really well. I spent way too long on it, but I think it turned out really well. And it was a fun episode. It was different. You know, just talking about these weird games and long-ass episode, though. And I made a huge mistake.
I don't think that's far enough up to trigger anything. And if... you know what? I might have doomed everybody. No, it's safe.
Okay.
Everyone is safe.
Great. Moo Town. Yeah.
I didn't even play Panty Party. If we do a first 4 hours of it, which we filmed, I don't know.
I haven't looked at the footage yet.
Yeah, if there's enough material to make something fun, you'll see me play it.
Yeah. I think we'll get something funny out of it. I have not looked at the footage yet just because I have other things that I'm editing right now that take precedent over that, unfortunately. Long episodes are good. Well, thanks. I know. Like most people want our episodes to be longer and want us to blather on. It's tough while editing them though because, usually after you edit a chunk, you have to then rewatch the chunk, and so of course, if the first chunk is 20 minutes, then that's just 20 minutes that you just have to rewatch, and you're just listening to yourself over and over. And so like most of my day is just spent listening to me and Rich.
It's terrible.
So it gets old after a while, and so like I do try to cut out any redundancy and. But I'm pretty happy with this one, even though YouTube is messing up the annotations again. I did that special, I added that bit about like, we should, just click here to watch the other video, get another video, dumbass, which I think was hilarious.
Yeah.
But YouTube changed how they do annotations again.
Again?
Yeah, and so like I specifically put in a little graphic so we could put in the little video for the annotation, but now to accommodate mobile users, they don't have annotations. It's just a little thing that pops up on the corner. And so I have this graphic that now points to nothing.
Right.
But the annotation is still there, and it's good that it accommodates mobile users because mobile users account for 70% of viewership.
Sure.
But then I would have changed the graphic, it's so that they're making it so you can no longer hard bake in references to the annotations, which is what we were doing.
Yeah.
So.
I don't give a fuck what we do. I don't give no fucks. Jack, you think they care about you?
Yep.
Is that what you think they care about?
Nope, I don't.
Huh?
They don't care. I know they don't care about me. Otterpuss, I don't know what you're talking about. That seems like a weird thing. I would never have anything weird in the episode. That seems weird. Eric of the North asks a very important question. Jack, what's your opinion on Run the Jewels? I just got done with their first album. Have now listened to it several times. Loved it so hard. I just got their second album today. It's fucking amazing. Run the Jewels 1 and 2. It's Killer Mike and LP. If you enjoy hip hop, get yourself those albums. Fucking great. I know they're coming to Madison soon, but it's sold out show already. But if it weren't, I would be there. Amazing records. Amazing hip hop. Just good shit. Just good shit. Dense hip hop. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Run the Jewels. But I can't listen to it while editing because it's very, vocally, it's very verbose. And so a lot of times I'm what?
I fucking rocketed him. His cover should be gone.
I'm sorry.
So am I. That makes this harder. That makes
sorry.
a sure thing into a risky gamble.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah, that was a 52% chance. 52%
That's garbage.
shot. You're right. Right.
Gonna burn a grenade.
Where do you go for board game news and reviews? Board Game Geek is a pretty solid resource. They have really great forums on board games that you're looking at. I really like Shut Up, Sit Down. They have a good way of explaining games. I've bought several of their recommended games and have enjoyed them greatly. But Board Game Geek and Shut Up, Sit Down and random stuff you'll see on YouTube. That's where I go for my board game reviews. They're saying you should use Moki as bait.
Oh, shit.
What's going on here, Rich? Explain to me what's happening.
I've got 2 aliens who could easily kill me because I had troubles early game and now I don't have good armor.
Okay.
So I can get one shot by either of the 2 remaining aliens.
Okay.
I have 2 moves to use, which means I can only take 2 shots or 4 with the rapid fire. But
Yeah.
if either of these 2 troops fail to kill the target, somebody's going to die.
Okay. Who do you got left? So you got.
I got 2 assaults, which
you got
is good.
Humberto, and who else you got? Who else has a move left?
Frisco Jones.
And Frisco Jones and Humberto have a move left. Can Frisco kill anyone, or they're trapped inside?
They're not trapped. I can move them.
Oh, sure. Like Humberto has a 72% shot against that guy.
I could run and gun. But I know there's one alien left up in this dark area,
Oh, sure.
and that would risk seeing that. But if I run forward, I might get a better shot. And this is the kind of tactical decision making that I love that you get in XCOM. The risk versus the reward.
Mm-hmm.
I could bring that. I got a 52% chance to hit, but I could go up further. Maybe it's 72.
Well, you have 72 now.
Well, that's for the one shot. If I do double rapid fire, it's
Sure.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of number crunching happening here. I'm with you.
Like, here's the other decision. I got 172% chance,
Right.
or I got 257s.
How do you do that
That's
math?
a scary fucking gamble.
That is a scary gamble.
I run up further, all of those numbers should get a little bit better, but I risk a 3rd alien.
Right. And as soon as that 3rd alien is in sight, it is activated against you.
Yes.
Whew, Rich. That's tough. This
would so not be fair to Humberto Cabbage Patch if he dies. He got to live last time through this, Jack.
I'm sorry. Star Killer, yes, we usually stream Sunday and Wednesday nights. Usually the stream starts sometime around 6 or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, a.k.a. Milwaukee time. We're doing a special early stream today because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we want to be done in time in case people want to watch the big game. In general, we would like to do more early streams, as we know we have many European viewers and many people who watch.
All right, I moved forward. I took the risk. I did not. Oh, it didn't change the percentage.
Well, no. Now before it was like 52. Now you have.
It was. I double checked. It was 57.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right, 1 down. We still gotta not fuck up this other one.
Never tell me the math. No, tell Rich all the math. That's what he
He's
likes.
Behind good cover. Shit.
Oh, and your one guy, and Humberto is exposed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not good.
You having a grenade? You got a grenade left? Who's got a grenade? You're a what now? A Euro-friendly stream. Like if we stream around this time, more people in Europe can watch us. Which is something that, in general, I would like to do more often. Sometimes it doesn't work out, mostly because Rich is a night owl. So getting Rich up at noon is usually a task.
Oh, fuck.
44%?
244s are 159.
Oh, my God. That sucks.
Oh.
That
Oh,
sucks. God. Very sorry.
This game has taught me anything. It's that 45% chance or under hits 10% of the time.
Let's see here.
Is there any chance that Frisco Jones is in the chat right now?
I think we can check. Frisco Jones. Let me check here.
Probably not. That's not a name I notice often unless they're just kind of a lurker.
It's alphabetical on the side here. Hold on. I can check for you actually surprisingly fast. Frisco Jones is here. Frisco Jones is here. If they're paying attention.
If you're paying attention, Frisco Jones.
Yeah.
Do I take do you want the single shot at 59% or do you want the rapid fire at 244% shots?
But you're the commander, Rich. You need to make this decision. You can't leave this up to your grunts.
It's them. It's them. I know intellectually that the 244% chances is better. I know that intellectually.
Yeah. We're waiting for your response, Frisco.
That's what I would do. But if Frisco Jones is here, that is Frisco Jones. I am giving them the opportunity to intervene.
To make their own call.
To take their own fate by the horns.
It sounds. You know what it sounds like to me, Rich? It sounds like you're passing the buck. That's what it sounds like to me. You're as
All right, I'm commander, and we're going rapid fire.
As commander, you need to make this decision.
We're gonna miss twice because every time I take a 45% chance, it misses.
It's 44. Oh God!
Oh,
oh Jesus Christ! Did he died?
He's very injured.
He didn't die.
But he did not die.
He did not die. So that's something. That's not something. Let Qui-Gons be Qui-Gons says, since Master of Disguise was mentioned earlier, do you agree Brent Spiner was only ever good as Data? Even Data just trying to be romantic just comes off as a giant asshole. LOL, Data my lore. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything else. Have you ever seen Brent Spiner in anything else?
He's actually a reoccurring character on Night Court. And he was in Independence, the Independence Days.
Oh, yeah. He's good as the Doctor in Independence Day.
He pops up here and there. By far, the best thing he's ever done is Data.
Well,
by an order of magnitude.
I liked him as the Doctor in Independence Day.
I'm not going to say he's been terrible in other things.
Sure. What about Night Court?
All right. All right, Zats, I need you to nuke this alien.
And you did it.
I'm shocked. A flank shot from a thin man, and I did not died.
That's great.
I did not died from that,
That's
and
great.
it's kind of amazing.
Jube and Rube, says Scuba Steve. Just saying thanks for being a bunch of entertaining goobers. And I must have missed it. When and how did the It's Just Like Helldivers thing start? When someone asked Rich to play Warhammer 40K.
What started when we were actually playing Helldivers, and there was 1 or 2 people in the chat kept saying, "You gotta play Dawn of War 2. You gotta play Dawn of War 2. Dawn of War 2." And I'm like, look, I'm familiar enough with Dawn of War 2 to know that it's the sequel to Dawn of War 1, which was very much a real-time strategy game. I don't enjoy real-time strategy games. I find them stressful. I don't enjoy them. And then he said, no, it's not. It's just like Helldivers. Dawn of War 2 it's just like Helldivers. It's not a real-time strategy game. It's just like Helldivers.
Yep. And so eventually we got around and to it, and Rich played Warhammer 40K Dawn of War 2. And Rich, would you say it's anything like Helldivers?
I would say it is absolutely nothing like Helldivers at all. In any way that matters. Other than the most superficial ways possible, where you have space marines on a planet shooting at aliens.
From a top-down isometric standpoint. I'm saying, like, maybe if people saw, like, screenshots of both of them.
So maybe if you're a complete fucking moron,
right,
you would mistake a twin-stick shooter for a real-time strategy game. If you're just the dumbest piece of shit on the planet,
let's say you know nothing
you can
about
make that mistake.
Let's say you know nothing about either series, and you see 2 screenshots. You go, "Oh yeah, these kind of look similar, right?" So that's when that came. Just like Helldivers.
Look, RTS talk again. I have nothing personal against RTSs. They're just not for me. It would be fine if I could handle the RTS. That'd be great. But I don't like the stress.
Pass the remote.
I don't like the juggling. I can't stand it.
Pass the remote. Look back on our past broadcasts, and you will see Rich play Space Marine. 40K Warhammer 40K Space Marine. Horke Warfamer.
What do you know?
Nay, Chicken Bay. Tea in the wind. Rich played Space Marine. In fact,
I love Space Marine.
He really enjoyed it, and we played it a few times. It's in our past broadcasts.
Yeah.
Or up on YouTube. So go. We played it. Check it out. Check it.
I'm not against the 40K universe. I flat out said it's more interesting than Star Wars from what I've read.
Ooh.
Phasered him
from like 80 feet away.
That's my sniper.
Yeah, but he did it with his sidearm.
I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but yes.
That's great.
You can do that with a sniper in this game.
Great.
All right. We're on the rails now. We're on the fast track home.
Great. It's great.
Nothing can go wrong at this point.
I Ate Donut says, Jack, I bought Arrival on iTunes and watched it twice now. Why is that movie so good? Rich, go fucking see it.
Wait, it's on iTunes? You don't have to go to a theater to see it?
That's what they said.
Oh shit.
It's probably on Amazon too. I don't. Sometimes when a movie's still out, you have to purchase it. You can't rent it. But apparently, it's on iTunes. Rich does need to see Arrival. Why is it so good? It's because the creative team behind it are very talented individuals. I'll give them the most nod to the director, who had a very strong vision.
Vision.
He
had a vision of the future.
He had a vision, and everyone seemed to be on the same page. I think a lot of it had to do with just them giving the premise enough room to breathe. You know, like a lot of sci-fi likes to gloss over stuff, or give like a one-line dialogue explanation of some good old sci-fi, and this let it breathe. Just let's just take some time and watch Amy Adams do homework. And that's what good sci-fi needs. And it's great. Jack is drunk today. Jack is not drunk today. Jack is a little hungover today. But not drunk. I'm drinking sparkling water, not booze.
Location confirmed.
I'm slurring my words.
Nice job, Commander. It looks like all the transponders are
Stayed up pretty late last night, but it's all right. Saturday's usually my big drinking day. So, like not terribly hungover. Like I don't have a headache. I don't have gut rot, but I'm just a little extra tired. Jack is drunk from yesterday today. Nah. Didn't have that much to drink. Mugen084 says, thanks for the European-friendly stream. What games do you look forward to?
What's coming out?
You know what? I'm really looking forward to that Neo. The premise of a samurai Dark Souls is intriguing to me. Also, robot. Sorry, I just saw Humberto.
Oh,
And I really liked him.
the look.
The look of him, the blue hair, the mustache. He was great. Robot. Remember the robot dinosaur game, whose name I can never remember because it's a really dumb name. But I'm really looking forward to.
Horizon.
Huh?
Horizon. New Horizon or
Horizon
New Dawn?
Ooh,
Something like Horizon New Dawn.
that might be it.
Yeah.
That's a dumb name. Man, it's hard to remember that name. Or Horizon Zero Dawn?
Might be it.
Might be it.
I know.
It's a dumb name. It's a dumb name that's really hard to remember.
March is a big month. There are a number of things coming out.
Yeah.
Zelda, Breath of the Wind.
That's right. The Switch. The fucking Switch is coming out.
Zelda, I wish it didn't have those initials because that's going to be a pain in our ass.
By the way, I keep seeing BOTW all over Reddit, and I'm like, oh, who's talking about Best of the World? Nope.
Yep.
Breath of the Wild or Breath of the Wind or whatever that is. Is the robot dinosaur? Twilight New Moon, right. Zelda Best of the Worst is coming out. The Switch is coming out, which I'm still trying to get Rich and I a Switch. It's sold out everywhere. Hopefully we'll get a Switch.
Well, that happens when you underproduce your console so you can proudly proclaim that you've sold out.
We made 10 of them. Sold out. Sold out in 5 seconds. It's great. So there's a lot to look forward to. Even though I've heard nothing but bad things about his game, that Automata game, Detroit Automata.
Nier Automata?
Nier Automata. Oh, those are two different games.
Oh.
Nier Automata is the bullet hell third-person game, which looks good.
I thought you were talking about, like, was that horrible? I was thinking of
No, the Detroit game. Remember that at Sony's E3, the Detroit game where you're a detective and
No. Oh, wait.
and it's made by that David Cage whose games look like they suck.
The game that looks like it could be neat if it actually had branching paths. But
Right.
It's probably going to be one linear shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot to get excited about. There's a lot to be excited about. Never try to pronounce things, Jack. I know. But you know what? This is all I got. This is all I got, and you got to deal with me today. And I'm very sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. Oof. You can feel the milk in the controllers. Oh, I know. That's stupid. It feels like there's ice in the controllers. But I'm excited about the Switch. I'm excited about robot dinosaurs. I'm excited about Neo.
I'm not excited about doing this next mission down one of my assaults.
Oh.
I'm not down with that.
Yeah.
That's going to make my life harder.
Don't get excited about anything. Case in point, No Man's Sky. I've been excited about games, and then I've been happy with those games in the past. I'm not going to let one massive disappointment ruin all of my excitement.
We should begin interrogating the alien subject immediately. I'm confident we can safely house it.
Don't be a
within containment
pussy,
facility.
Rich. Do it. I'm going to do it.
Say for how long?
It's a strategy game. You take your fucking time. Just had a pretty tense situation in that last, I guess level's kind of dumb. Operation, mission, whatever you want to call it.
Mission. I like Operation or Mission, yeah. Will we be playing Neo on stream? I think we want to do it for an episode, and so we probably will play it on stream, but not right away. That's probably one that we'll want to play. You know, for example, if it comes out on a Sunday, we might not play it that Sunday. Like, play it at home first, maybe play it on Wednesday. An example.
Taking your time is for pussies. What is the Betty White quote? Where why are balls the symbol for toughness? Balls aren't tough, but a pussy that can really take a pounding.
That's true.
I butchered it, but it's an absolutely beautiful Betty White quote.
And very true. Balls are very sensitive.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
Not tough at all.
Yeah.
The new God of War with hipster beard Kratos looks like shit. Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does.
No.
Boom. You know, thinking about the Switch and thinking about your issue with your cloud save that you have here, I want to talk a little bit about Darkest Dungeon. I've been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon recently, and overall I'm liking it. And I'm playing it on my Vita, which has a cross-play with the PlayStation 4. But it has quite possibly the worst way to save your game to the cloud ever, which is you have to manually save it to the cloud. Ah, nice. Capitals are important.
Why isn't my capitals working? There we go. Just capital. Oh, that shift key's broke.
Oh. You should play Darkest Dungeon on stream again. I think Rich played it last time.
You want to play that, right?
I've been playing it.
Do you want to stream it?
Well, I have it on my PS4. But
Oh,
yeah.
you don't have it here? I have it.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm just talking about the way it auto saves, because I've been playing it on it's been my Vita game. Like, I'll play it a little bit before going to bed. It'll be my bathroom game, but then I also sometimes want to play it on my PS4. And so in order to save it to the cloud, you need to go out of the game, go to the menu, choose cloud save, choose to upload the cloud save, and then remember which save is in the cloud. So when I go to the PS4, did I play it on my PS4 last, or did I play it on my Vita last? If I played it on my Vita last, then I need to go into the menu, go to cloud save, choose download the cloud save, and it's horribly complex. It's overly complicated.
Yeah.
To cloud save. Whereas Super Meat Boy for the Vita and for the PS4 just auto saves to the cloud every time. Which means you play on your Vita, it saves to the cloud. Boom, you don't have to worry about it. You pick it up on your PS4, it just does it. It takes care of it for you. Which is something that I'm really looking forward to as far as the Switch is concerned, just not having to deal with cloud saves.
Yeah.
Oh, I play it on the handheld. I plug it into the TV, it's the same fucking game. We don't need to worry about cloud saves. I'm really looking forward to that. Having to remember which system I played it on last is complicated. Convoluted. Consider showing Rich Resident Evil 4 at some point. That would make a fun stream. We should play Resident Evil 4. That's a great game. I would love to play Resident Evil 4. Is that on Steam?
Is that the one where the evil is resident?
The Resident is evil. That's the one where they're in Spain. And that's the action schlocky one, and it's great. And it's great. How hard will it be to get a Switch after launch? It's looking like it might be kind of difficult. Nintendo has recently said that they are upping their production number because of demand. And you can get on lists. I have us on 3 lists. Like, we're on an Amazon list, we're on a GameStop list, and we're on a Best Buy list. Oh, and we're on a Walmart list.
It's too many damn lists.
Well, like, and that's what they say. Like, we're out of stock now for pre-orders, but give us your email, and if we get any more stock, we'll email you, and then you can get another pre-order. And so I'm just on so many lists to get us a goddamn Switch. But so far, we don't have ours confirmed.
The conduits positioned on the surface of that battleship are tied directly into the ship's power grid. If we can disable
The
Which
first,
has never played RE4. What a true hack. Booger X99, if there was a franchise that you didn't enjoy particularly,
yeah.
would you rush out just to try the fourth one? I played Resident Evil 1 when it came out. I'm like, this isn't for me.
Yep.
And shockingly, I didn't compulsively pick up every other game they came out with in the series just to see, what if?
Yep. No. Yeah. And, I had a pretty similar reaction where I played the first one and didn't really care for it. When 4 came out, it seemed like a different beast. It was a GameCube exclusive. I had a GameCube at the time. I'll give it a shot, and I ended up really enjoying it. After playing Panty Party, you're on a list. I'm sure I'm on a list somewhere that I'm not happy to be on for playing Panty Party. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Because I'm a scaredy pants? I'm really scared when I'm just sitting there bored. That's so scary.
That,
You remember where-
dumb Resident Evil game.
Remember when I was playing Alien Isolation and I was just bored? Yeah, I'm right now in my pants.
Oh, it just. I was talking about this. Some people had me on their podcast recently. They wanted to talk about Resident Evil 7, and I was trying to explain to them that these types of atmosphere game don't do it for me because there's. I don't feel like I'm in danger. Where like if you gave me some more risks, if you made my character really feel like my character was in danger, then I would feel the danger like I did in something like Bloodborne. Or hell, like fucking Guacamelee, some of those platforming levels, like I didn't want to die because you'd have to go back to the beginning of the platforming levels. I had more fear in Guacamelee than I did in Resident Evil 7. I'm more scared in Super Meat Boy because you have to start the level all the way over again than I am in Alien Isolation. Stop sacrificing gameplay for atmosphere.
Some people like the atmosphere. It's just not for me. Is my final word on it. If you enjoy that, I know a lot of people enjoy that. I know a lot of people they love the atmosphere.
Yep.
Go enjoy yourself. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
There's like the movement lately has been games. They've got to become a narrative experience, and like with no concern to gameplay. Like, what about the strides we've made in narrative experience? I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just have no fucking interest.
Holy shit. You just unloaded on that guy. Overwatch. Guys. Is there another Plinketto releasing today like the RLM Twitter says? Well, if that's what the fucking Twitter said, I would believe them. I'm going to double check this.
Would they be releasing that on Super Bowl Sunday?
They don't care.
They're madmen.
They don't care.
They're madmen.
The real big game today is Plinketto coming soon, according to RLM. Oh, they're great.
I love it.
They're great. We have shot an episode, yes. I know they were editing it. I didn't think it'd be done this soon, but if it is, they don't care about that. If it's done, they'll put it out.
Oh, shit.
They'll put it out.
Stupid with Sari, but that's on me.
So, yes, one is in the can, and apparently it's going to be released today, which is great. I can't wait to see it. It's tough for me to believe that anything positive came out of that episode.
I know you're being sarcastic, but Mike Chasing Gaming says,
yeah.
What, you don't want, Rich, you don't want gaming to be taken seriously like movies? No, I want gaming to be taken seriously like gaming.
We got this whole thing with gaming.
We have this whole interactive medium and you want to use it to tell linear stories, and it baffles me.
You want to use it to tell non-interactive stories.
Yes.
Yeah. We have this beautiful thing with gaming where you can have some sort of control. You can have player urgency. You can make decisions. You can affect the outcome. But no. Shh. Atmosphere.
I just don't get it. A lot of people are into it. You know, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Riding the Bullet says, Rich, please, could you force a Ric Flair flak cannon woo for my darling wife to cheer her up as it always makes her laugh?
I don't know if I can force it.
He is playing XCOM, and it's very possible that he will be against the odds and do something to make it happen.
It's less severe than the laugh. I can't fake my laugh.
Right.
I've tried, and trust me, I've tried. It doesn't really work. It sounds off. I think the Ric Flair woo is almost the same.
That's fine.
I think I've had a little bit more luck. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the oomph.
Yeah. It's got to be natural. Watch that animation, that FTL animation, where you get the classic woo. Are you going to play? Yes, we are going to play Neo. That's on my list of games that I'm excited about. I'm officially excited about. All right, let's see here. Blue Blaze says, me personally, I loved the Abstract Motron episode. It took me a while, by the way, just to figure out how to properly spell Abstract Motron. Mm-hmm. I like the Abstract-Mo-Tron. I think that really sold it. The episode exclamation point, which is very important.
Right.
I had the beginner's guide in my library and played it before watching and was disappointed in the same way Rich was, but it was still a good story. And I was equally as disappointed that it wasn't just a documentary. Of course, I had other positives. I thought about it.
Here's the problem. The major problem with the beginner's guide as a story. How long would you say it took to play through that?
Hour and a half?
It took longer than that, didn't it? It felt longer.
It did. It felt longer.
That's a problem for me when you're talking about stories.
I recorded all the gameplay. I can tell you exactly how long it took to take me to play it. I want to say about an hour and a half.
It's not a good story if I'm anxious for it to end.
And this is something I cut out of the review because we talked about the length for a lot. The last third of it could have been shrunk down significantly. Mm-hmm. As soon as the player starts to realize that it is just a story, it needs to end really quickly after that, and it didn't. It kept going on. But as the writer, I could see him not knowing when people would figure that out, you know. Mm. So.
If you want your game to be the narrative experience, movies are 90 minutes for a reason.
Yes.
And I'm actually shocked to learn that the beginner's guide was about that, but it still felt long, which means if it were a movie, you would say that pacing was horrible.
Right. And yeah, he just needed to wrap up that end third. I think would have helped a lot.
Because it felt longer. I wanted to say that was 4 hours. The beginner's guide. Felt.
It probably felt like 4 hours. And, you know, if you were fucking around, I could see it taking 4 hours. The Master, I'll answer this question because I know Rich didn't like Firewatch. Talking about using games for stories, why was Firewatch praised for its writing considering the script wasn't that good? I don't know if it was... I haven't seen much.
Because look, games can be art.
Writing.
Games can be art. Oh, hallelujah. Games can be art. Art. Did you see the art? Oh, it was so art. games aren't just stupid things that are games. They're art.
It's not for these
I'm
kids.
done. I'm sorry.
It's not for these kids, Rich.
I'm sorry. I can't keep doing this negative shit. I'm sorry.
You bring it on yourself, Rich. You bring the
You
negativity.
keep talking about Overwatch. What are you talking about Overwatch for?
I like Overwatch. We're talking about Firewatch, though. Overwatch is a completely different
You keep
game.
talking about Firewatch.
I can talk about Overwatch more, which is a great game. I will praise. I will slightly praise the writing of Firewatch because I believe that they themed the story with the gameplay. I know Rich disagrees that there was no gameplay, but for me, the gameplay was exploring the area, was finding my way to the next point, which of course you had to turn off the auto compass. It took some work to get to that gameplay. But I felt like it artistically themed the story with the gameplay, which is why I will praise it. Some people will disagree with me. Rich is one of them. Which is fine. We can have disagreements.
So I don't even hate the story. But
Yeah.
that was another one where after about an hour in, I'm like, I'm ready for this to be over.
Yeah.
And it went on for 4 more hours.
I want to say it took me 5. Like Overwatch took me 5 hours.
I was like,
yeah.
4 more after the 1.
Oh, right. Yeah.
After the 1, I got it. I'm done. Okay, why is it still going on? Oh my god.
Yeah. So I will praise it for that. I don't know if it was praised for its script or whatnot. But also, and as I think Rich agreed on this point, the voice actors were great.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
Firewatch.
they were.
And so I don't know if that was a good script or just really good casting. Like they nailed those voice lines. I really believed both of those characters, the main characters in Firewatch. So
A lot of people got mad that the red herring was a red herring. That it ultimately was just a story about dealing with your emotions, and it wasn't this weird conspiracy thing that's going on. That was just paranoia.
yeah,
And I think that upset people who wanted there to be something exciting going on.
Oh, sure. I could see that. So sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, you know. So
Sometimes it's a big hairy dick.
sometimes it's a big hairy dick.
It's George Carlin. I can't take credit for that.
Oh,
That
okay.
would be sinful.
Oh, sure. At least Firewatch was better written than any David Cage game. Well, wow. Can't wait to play those then. So when are you guys going to play Resident Evil 4? We'll look into it. We'll add that to the ever-growing list of games we should play. I really like Resident Evil 4. I think that'd make a great stream. That could be a lot of fun.
If Firewatch only had text dialogue instead of voiceovers, would the game be playable still? No.
No. By the way, I like Firewatch, as you can tell because I'm wearing my Firewatch shirt today.
Yeah.
I really liked Firewatch. If there was no voice work in that game, it would be unfucking playable.
I know this statement triggers a lot of people, but Firewatch is not a game. That's why that wouldn't work.
I disagree. But I also think part of what makes it so special is the voice work. So yeah, if you were reading that, it would be unbearable. It would be an unbearable mess.
It's a narrative thing, the extra special narrative. I'm done talking about it. I really hate being negative all of the time.
Well,
I'll talk about something I like.
No, that's fine. That's fine, Rich. That's fine. Rich, would you like to talk about Star Trek? I came across a story yesterday that perfectly blended two things that you and I are both very passionate about.
Yeah.
One is the technical aspects to producing television and movies, and the other is Star Trek.
Okay.
I came across a wonderful article. Hold on, I wrote it down so I could tell you guys where to read it. On, because I write things down. On treknews.net. And the headline of the article is Why We Won't See Deep Space Nine or Voyager on Blu-ray. Have you heard of this?
No, I have not.
It was one of the most fascinating reads ever, and you guys know me. I'm a bit of a tech nerd, and I really like the production aspect of things.
The effort in remastering them would not be worth the money they would make selling them, would be my guess.
That's basically what it boils down to. But
Yeah.
when you get into the meat and bones of it, and they talk about why it would take so much, because most people just think, what, you scan the negatives and you upscale and boom, you got 1080. Here's the great thing about it. So for Star Trek the original series, all of the effects were done directly on the film negative. It was shot in 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
So all the effects are on the negative. So it's super easy for them to make Blu-ray of that. They just scan the negative. Boom, all the effects are there. All the matting is done on the film. But for starting in the Next Generation, which was also shot on 35 millimeter, which is a very high resolution medium.
The effects were done in cheapo standard def.
And more importantly, like the models were also shot on 35 millimeter, but then each were scanned in at standard definition, and all the effects were done in standard definition. So when it was time to make Star Trek The Next Generation on Blu-ray, they literally had to re-edit the episode.
Really?
They had to re-scan in every single negative, re-edit the episodes, and redo all of the effects.
Huh.
The producer says that it cost approximately $12 million to produce the Blu-rays for Star Trek The Next Generation. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
It makes sense, but at the time they weren't thinking about high definition.
It wasn't in their radar. Yeah.
Exactly. And so for them,
That was science fiction to them.
well, and they needed to produce these shows cheaply, and so scanning them in at standard definitions meant that they could use cheap nonlinear editors. And so the one of the more interesting things about the Next Gen was the conversation of whether or not, because they had to redo every single effect, every phaser laser, they had to redo for the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So then, do you make it look really nice, or do you make it look like how it looked on the show? You have to redo the effect.
Yeah.
What's the call, Rich?
You make it nice.
They decided to make it look like how it looked.
Oh, what?
Because if you make it nice, what happens?
People bitch about being different.
Then you get the specialized editions of Star Wars.
Okay. Well, they did that. You know why I was saying this? Because that's what they did with the original series.
Oh, did they?
They did the. That's got. They probably still sell both, but they redid that with all CGI. Well, not all, but they shots of the ship are CGI now.
Really?
In the original series. They redid at least some of the effects in CGI.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
TOS remastered.
But is there also a TOS original Blu-ray?
That I'm not sure.
I would
I'm
assume
honestly
there would
not
be.
sure. I'm assuming there are.
I
Because
wonder-
fans would want.
I wonder if they lost footage and had to redo it in CG.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. But in any case,
They didn't try to make it look distracting either.
oh, that's good.
But
But it was CG.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a shot of the new the crystalline entity that they had to remake using modern CG, but they also tried to make it look like how they would have made it using the old techniques with modern techniques. It was great. It was great. So the cost was super high, and right when the Blu-rays came out for the Next Generation was right when streaming media was hitting. And so it was one of those prime examples of you could either pay a ton of money, and we're talking like season 1 on Blu-ray is over $100 of Next Gen.
Yeah.
You could pay a ton of money, have it look amazing, or you could watch the standard definition on Netflix, and people chose Netflix.
Yeah.
So they just didn't make their money back for the Blu-ray release of the Next Gen because no one cared about quality. They just wanted the episodes.
Yeah.
Quality versus quickness, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something we talk about all the time. And and the people spoke. And it's a popular series on Netflix, and people love it, and people just don't care if it's in high definition, which is great. High Street CEO. $60 a season when they first came out. Oh, okay. Well, now it's over 100 because they didn't sell well, so they didn't produce anymore. But I thought it was a super interesting article about how both the series were produced and how they did the effects, and it's really, really fascinating. And so to bring it all around is why we're not going to get Voyager or Deep Space Nine on Blu-ray, is because they would have to do all of the effects over again. They have to re-edit the episodes using the tapes as guide points, and it would be this huge financial overtaking and no one would buy them because those shows weren't even as popular as the Next Gen.
Shit.
So fascinating read. Go to treknews.net and you can read this full interview with one of the producers. It was really great. I loved it. And I said, who's going to want to hear about Star Trek stuff? That Rich Evans. That Rich Evans loves Star Trek stuff.
Oh, shit.
What is that thing?
That's a cyberdesk. Right in front of me.
I see that. So if you try to blow that up, ooh, you're kind of fucked. That right there is a cyber disc.
That right there is trouble. That right there is what we like to call trouble. It's positioned horribly.
Yeah.
If I kill it, I'm going to take splash damage.
Does it blow up when it dies?
Yes, it does.
Oh, shit.
I don't think it'll be enough to kill me.
Oh, thank you. Colonel Rich Mustard has linked to the Trek News article. Really fun read, especially if you're into editing and post-production stuff, which I really am. It's just interesting. Just an interesting
Do
read.
I take that second shot, or I just get out of the way and not take the splash damage?
Save as many people as you can, right? How much will it fuck you up if you don't kill it?
I have poor armor. Oh, there will be deaths.
Yeah, okay. Well, then you got to kill it. Then you gots to kill it.
Well,
Wise Origins? Okay. Yeah, I like hack and slash dungeon crawler. Thank you. I will check out Wise Origins. I will check that out.
missed. You jerk.
Yeah. All right, Anonymous says, I rewatched Phantom Menace.
Why?
And it felt fun compared to Rogue One. Now that some time has passed, what do you respect more, the lazy Star Wars prequels or the new and soulless cinematic universe? Comparing the prequels to Episode 7 and Rogue One. Rich Evans.
What?
I love it. I love how into this game you are.
I'll take Rogue One over the prequels. I have said... Oh, well, that's great. I have said it before.
Yeah.
Relative to their budget, the prequels are the worst films ever made.
Okay.
Ever made.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with that. Relative to their budget, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that thin man's gonna kill someone.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing I can do. Don't fuck up that shot, Siri. All right.
Jack Trigger Joyce, I've worked on several commercials in different capacities, both just, helping write, being as a creative consultant, directing or editing, both television commercials and internet commercials. I've worked on probably 20 or 30.
Yeah, 29 is crap. You just better move.
Be-da-boo-boom. And you know what? I'll be with Rich. You know, I really liked episode 7. I know Rich is a little crit. Who was that? Who critted, Rich?
That was Frisco Jones.
Frisco Jones with the crit. Who's rolling big 20s today? Woo. Whew.
That saved a life.
But yeah, Rogue One I didn't much care for. But I still like episode 7, and the prequels are hot garbage. Hot garbage.
I don't like Rogue One. Well, it's not the worst film ever made, Rogue One.
It's not very good.
Dull characters, serious, important action in a silly science fiction universe
Yeah.
with wizards. And all right.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you have the Phantom Menace, which is just hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
I suppose, yeah. If you're asking me to which one, like, if I got a gun to my head and I have to watch one more, I'd watch Rogue One again. But
Rogue One has characters I don't care about. Phantom Menace has characters I actively dislike.
there we go. That's all you need to know. That's great. That's great. That is great. Any thoughts on the works of Don Hertzfeld?
What's he done? Talk to me like I'm an idiot, and I don't know immediately who you're talking about.
Don Hertzfeld is a famous animator, and he's most well known for the little stick figure animations that do crazy and absurd stuff. He had a wonderful collection of animations with who's the King of the Hill guy? The Office Space guy.
I might have seen a lot of his work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what specifically was his to give you a comment on him as a person.
And I can tell you that I love his work, and he's brilliant and wonderful.
Stick figure guy.
I am a banana. I am a banana.
That sounds like a Rick and Morty bit.
Mike Judge, thank you. He has a wonderful animation collection with Mike Judge, and he also put out a movie called Life is Beautiful, or Don he's great. Don Hertzfeld is great. I love his work, and I hope he keeps. My spoon is too big. But they're stick figures, and then like they vomit, and it's great. Once. It's great absurdist animation. Once you
I might
see
not
it,
be familiar with his work at all.
Oh, then we need to just spend a day and watch. What is that collection? What is that collection called? I have it at home. Yeah, his whole Rejected series is on this DVD. He has a whole series called Rejected, which is the premise of it is all these commercial pitches that were rejected by advertisers, but it's great.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Spike and Mike like animation festival collection. It's great. It's over a decade old at this point. I believe it, but you know it's still beautiful and still wonderful. We'll spend a day, and we will watch them, and they're great.
Okay.
Amazing stuff. Okay, Turd Smuggler 44 says, I've been listening to you while developing film today, and usually save your streams for the weekend when I develop. Your chit-chat makes the dark room more fun, so thank you for the early stream.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully you're working on some fun projects.
Pictures of those people he kidnapped. Yeah. This is the last photograph anyone took of her.
Oh, is that it, Sticklord? Spike and Mike's Sick and Twisted Animation Festival. but it was great. It was great. That's great. I'll make Rich. I will make Rich watch that because those are fantastic. Like it has a bunch of like kind of early King of the Hill animation tests with Mike Judge. Ooh.
Kirk, you let me down.
He hit him, Rich. He hit him.
You didn't hit him good enough. You hit him like crap. Thought you were James T. Kirk.
James T. Kirk isn't a noted marksman, Rich. It's not.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's technically true.
Yes. Come on. Let's see. What do we got here? Renegade Kira says, "Hey guys, I just finished Uncharted 4. The combat is tedious. The platforming is
Fake platforming.
tensionless. The story is overly padded and predictable, and the puzzles are brain dead simple. Fuck that game.
But it's the best thing ever, because it's narrative, immersive, linear immersiveness.
Absolutely, Rich.
I've heard some people when I've accused Uncharted of Naughty Dog games of not being immersive.
Yeah.
So, well, movies can be immersive. Have you ever used the word immersive to describe a movie ever? I have not once ever called a movie immersive. Epic.
I'm gonna try to.
Visual masterpieces. But I've never seen a movie. I felt like I was in that movie. That was immersive.
I have heard. I have never called a movie immersive.
Yeah.
I have heard people call things like surround sound
Okay.
immersive.
Okay.
You know, not. I'm not going to play devil's advocate here, but I think there are aspects of movies that can help you get immersed. But no, a movie is not inherently an immersive art form.
Okay.
Unlike video games, which are inherently immersive.
Would you say if you are using that word, you're using it in an entirely different way?
When regarding to movies,
Yeah, regarding immersiveness
in movies, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a different type of immersion.
Okay.
You know, remember, movies are a passive art form, are a passive media. You sit and the movie happens. You have no control. You can the only part you can play in a movie is sitting there and watching it.
But you've got 3 more to go.
Hey, no Neon Demon spoilers. I still need to watch that. Hello, Hex. Thank you for providing quality entertainment during a very stressful month of my life. LOL Pazuli Moi Hoi. Well, I'm sorry. Christus smiled. Kai Rust the mild cold. That you're having a stressful time, but you know, glad we could be here. Glad we could bring some entertainment.
I'm not glad.
Oh. Well, then there you go. Jack says, Schweppy, did you watch season 2 of The Man in the High Castle? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I enjoyed season 1 of The Man in the High Castle. You know what that is? The Man in the High Castle?
I started watching it. I just hated the characters.
Yeah.
Not that they were bad characters, just that there was nobody I could root for.
Yep. And you know, eventually some characters get fleshed out a little bit more, and it's an all right show. Season 2 just came out recently, and Lisa and I watched season 1 and enjoyed it. And we're like, okay, hey, season 2's out. Let's start watching that, right? Here's something for anyone who has anything to do with television programming, writing, the production of television. We need a goddamn recap at the start of a new season. If you start a new season, give me a recap. Even if it's not episode 1, make it like a free to watch pre-episode 1. Here's what previously on Man in the High Castle. We need it. Lisa and I started watching season 2 of Man in the High Castle. wait, who's that guy again? Wait, what's happening? And, you know, like, it's a little sci-fi and a little timey-wimey and a little, like, other dimensionally Man in the High Castle. And so we spent all of episode 1 of season 2 just going, what? Who? Wait, who is that again? Oh, what happened? We were so confused that we want to rewatch season 1 just to get prepared for season 2, and we just don't care as much. We don't care. We don't care to watch it. Instead, we rewatched The Expanse season 1, and god damn it, that's a great show.
I need to watch The Expanse.
Oh, fuck, you need to watch The Expanse so hard. You need to watch it so hard. Season 2 just came out, and we watched the first episode of season 2, and oh, it's good. And you know what? They did a recap. We understood what was happening. The mid-season Sense8, like technically episode 1 of season 2 came out, and it didn't start with a previously on Sense8. They spent the first 10 minutes naturally recapping what happened in season 1 just in the beginning of season 2. And it's like that's how you're supposed to do it. That's good filmmaking. Yeah. And Man in the High Castle did not do a good job of reminding us what happened in season 1, so we were lost and confused. And I'm so sorry. Fuck, I love The Expanse. Absolutely you do, J Kid. Oh, wait. Great. That shot sucked. Jack is overhyping it. I'm a little overhyping it just because the new season is out, but I think it's a very good show. It's a very good sci-fi show. I'm excited. I'm excited about The Expanse, and so yeah, I'm probably overhyping it. Hopefully you can temper my excitement. The Sense8 Christmas Orgy special? Fuck yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm super into that show. I like recaps, but I don't think they are necessarily needed. If done correctly, they're not. Like my example of Sense8. Sense8 spent the first 10, 20 minutes setting up what was going to happen in the episode, but also just through natural conversations, the characters recapped what happened in season 1. So we got a little refresher of what every character is, their basic motivation, what's happening in their life, what happened before, and what their plans are, just all very organically.
Oh, is there another one? Oh, shit! Oh, wow, I got lucky. I got lucky. I didn't know there was another one lying around.
You got fucking lucky, Rich. That was amazing. But you know what? If you're not going to put that natural recap into your story, a previously on would be nice. Even if it's put a YouTube video up. You know, hey, get prepared for season 2 of The Man in the High Castle. Here's what happened in season 1.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Give me the option. Yes, Sense8 did recast the South African van driver, and it was a little off-putting. They made a little joke about it. The character, a character from season 1 got recast in season 2 of Sense8. And he's having a conversation with his buddy, and the buddy goes, "You look a little different. What's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, I got a haircut." So they made a little joke about it, but it was, it's still off-putting. The orgy scene in Sense8 Christmas Special was better than Jupiter Ascending. I'm still excited to see Jupiter Ascending. I like Wachowskis. I think they make quality stuff. I haven't seen Jupiter Ascending, and I haven't seen Cloud Atlas. That's supposed to be a weird one that they did.
I haven't seen anything they've done outside of like the Matrix films.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you see Speed Racer?
Why would I want to see Speed Racer?
It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I think it's Speed Racer is one that I think was shrugged off by a lot of people because it's one of those all CG worlds.
Yeah.
I still think it's pretty good.
That looked bad, but in general, I haven't heard good things about what they've done post Matrix. Actually, I was gonna say Matrix trilogy, but just the first Matrix.
Oh yeah, no, they have several strikes against them just for the Matrix sequels. Absolutely. I heard Jupiter Ascending is supposed to be utter schlock, but as someone who likes utter schlock, I might be okay with it.
Can I say I'm glad that the other one came out as transgender?
You're glad?
Yeah. Because now you can call them the Wachowski sisters. It was weird. Wow. They were the Wachowski brothers.
Sure.
Then what the fuck are they?
Then
I guess you could say the siblings, the
the
Wachowski siblings. That doesn't have the same ring to it.
That doesn't.
But the Wachowski sisters, that's got a ring to it. It works.
You know what? Yeah.
So I'm glad they're both transgender.
I was unaware that the other one came out or came out as transgender, so I've just been so used to calling them the Wachowskis, which again does not have. It's even the Wachowski sisters. That makes them seem like an old time vaudeville act, right?
Well, the movie thing doesn't pan out.
They can get a song and dance routine going. They'd sell tickets like crazy. Can. We're the Wachowski sisters.
What are the odds? What are the odds that two siblings would both be transgender in the same family? What are the odds?
I'd say fairly high.
Yeah.
Well,
Is there a genetic link to this? Not that I've heard.
if there is a genetic link, it would make sense.
Sure.
If it's environmental, it would make sense because they both grew up in the same environment.
Okay.
And if it's something in between, it would also make sense because they grew up in the same environment. So, I'd say it's pretty likely. Jupiter Ascending is utter schlock, but fun. See, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's just schlockety schlock, but I'm okay with schlockety schlock. So.
All right. I think I'm done for now.
That's fine. You can be done for now. I think that's absolutely fine, Rich.
Those missions are hair raising when you have no armor.
By the way, though, look at this. Promotions.
Yeah.
People came out unscathed, except for Frisco, who apparently died.
What?
Did Frisco die?
No.
He's got a little skull.
That's for their class.
Oh. So I thought
The assault class.
everyone else had
Yeah.
promotions, and so he didn't get a promotion.
There'd be a big red thing here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
deceased.
I saw the skull, and I
Yeah,
assumed
no, I
that's
get it. I get it.
Great. Darkest. Well, I don't want to. Oh, don't forget to save and upload your save to the cloud.
Look, the saving. Here's the thing: the saving, it's done automatically
Right.
because it's Iron Man mode.
Right.
Yeah, I can't quit the game without saving. And even if I did some kind of weird alt tab where I closed the exe and I don't close the game properly, it would have saved at like the beginning or the end of that last turn I took.
Yeah. Okay.
The weird thing with the cloud was, wouldn't this automatically? It should automatically update.
I think you have to set it. You have to set it to automatically.
Well,
update
it wouldn't
to
be
the
using it
cloud.
at all if it's not.
What must have you played?
I never manually told it to download anything, to upload anything to the cloud, and yet this older save with Moki was there. I've played at home a bunch,
I don't know.
but that was after, playing here and doing that. It should have uploaded to the cloud just naturally.
I don't know, man.
It's weird.
It is
What I'm
weird.
saying is it's weird.
Yeah.
Moki had a miracle. He had a miracle.
Yeah.
I'm not in favor of undoing the death.
Here, you don't get a choice.
I don't have a choice.
Moki ran so fast that he went back in time and reset the timeline like Flashpoint. And now things are the same, but they're kind of different. and now the future will try to reset itself, and there will be unforeseen consequences, Moki.
Do you remember last stream? I think it was last stream. I think it was you and me talking about this. Leonard the Duck. Steve Gerber, the creator of Howard the Duck,
Right.
kind of stole.
And replaced him with a clone. Right.
Did you know Marvel did that with the Flash?
What?
Marvel did that with the Flash.
I don't know this story. Please tell it to me.
I was just reading more about the Leonard the Duck thing, just because I was reminiscing.
Yeah.
Really, because we're talking about it, and I read a story where, do you remember DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Mm-hmm.
And Barry Allen, that Flash died. He was dead for 23 years. They didn't bring him back till 23 years later.
Really?
That character was dead for a while.
Okay.
But that Flash died during Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
He ran so fast that he dissolved into molecules.
Oh, yeah. I you know what? I didn't read the comic, but I saw the panel.
It's one of the more famous comic book deaths.
Yeah.
5 years later, there was an issue of Quasar where they're having some kind of galactic race to see who the fastest person in the galaxy was. And this mysterious blonde-haired man with a tattered red costume just materialized with amnesia. He came from some other dimension. What's your name? I don't remember. It sounds something like Buried Allen.
That's hilarious.
So Marvel stole the Flash.
They stole Barry
They
Allen.
stole Barry Allen.
That's great. That's great. What's Quasar?
It was a Marvel character.
Sure. Comics get complicated a lot. Comics are complicated, is what I'll say.